Most people get a midlife crisis in their 30s, but I got mine before 25. Right? So what happened was model student, top of class, got a job right after school and had this idea of success, like this path I was following. And it was really exciting. So I not so far, not so long after I burnt out and just felt the entire thing was being felt empty basically and confused and knowing that this is not the path I wanted to live, at least for the next couple of years. I needed clarity basically on what I really needed to do with my life and how I was going to escape this feeling. So one thing I discovered during that period of time was my attachment to work. Like I had attached my entire personality. Work became my personality. So whenever something didn't go well, whatever a project was delaying or missed deadline or stuff like that, I would just feel like it was my entire life that was failing. But basically, one thing that, at least in our 20s, that we fail to know is that a job is literally still a job. Like, no one is, except you're in healthcare, no one is dying because you are missing a deadline or something didn't happen right or whatever. So I attached my entire personality to work and didn't have a life outside work. I was just basically working and working and working, sleeping and then waking up and going back to work, sleeping, staying overtime, just trying to finish up a project just because I felt okay, let's finish it. And one thing I noticed is that when you're working on a project and you try your best to finish that project, thinking that oh, I'm going to be free the next couple of days, at least a less free, a less couple of days because I'm done with that project. Like I'm done with this project, there's always going to be another project waiting for you. And that's just the reality of what the corporate world is. I can't say for now that I entirely have the big picture, but one thing that I have done is detaching my life, my entire life to being productive or work basically. We're not human, like something I read somewhere, we're not human doing, we're human beings. So I'm trying my best to live more and not just work, like have a life outside of work, get hobbies, go out, and actually log out when it's time to log out. That's one of the reasons why I did start creating content so that I could share the things that I was learning because I've learned so much in the past couple of months and I could share those things I have learned. I have been a different person at every point. Like in 2025, I've been a different person at every point and I have learned so much lessons from every of those things. So that's one of the reasons why I started this channel and I will be sharing lessons from my 20s and everything that I'm learning even as I try to figure out what I actually want to do with my life.